The views and opinions expressed by the guests and others do not reflect the broadcast of Nik and Nite or those associated with this brand. Nik and Nite does not condone the overindulgence of alcoholic beverages, nor do we support drinking and driving. Please drink responsibly. Hey y'all, welcome back to Nik at Night. I am your girl, Miss Nik.
It's your boy P, King to a God. What up, Nick?
Nothing much. I got this little nagging cough.
Okay.
Excuse me. It's that bronchitis thing going on.
Whiskey may not be the answer, but what?
It's worth a shot.
Why not? Fucking A, let's go.
I said I'm going to put this on a flask.
Okay.
I think I'm going to put this on a flask.
Okay, I like it.
You know, whiskey is my drink of choice.
Yeah, mine too. We're adults.
You know, grown.
Yeah.
But I often tell people this story. After I turned 40, I had to cut Crown out because Crown wasn't playing fair.
Yeah.
It was doing something that wasn't alerting me to stop drinking. You know, normally it's like, yeah, you might want to stop. It wasn't doing that no more. And it was like, fuck, when did I get drunk? So I had to leave whiskey alone. But that lasted for about maybe a year or two, and then we became friends again.
Okay. You stick with Crown or do you go?
Pretty much Crown Black.
I'm going to have to get you to try some other things. Because Crown is cool, but you got to try Woodford. You got to try Uncle Nearest.
I tried them.
Yeah.
I tried them.
Yeah. And do you just do regular? Do you do rye?
I have had, I can't think of the name of it right now. And I be getting it when I go to Elite.
Okay.
It's a bourbon. And the one I get is rye, but I can't think of the name of it right now. But Basil Hayden.
Okay, yeah. They're
Basil
good.
Hayden. So those are good sipping, right? When I'm at home, when I'm on the patio, I'll sip on that. 1738 is one of my favorites. But for the most part, especially if I'm out, it's Crown. Stick with what I know.
I got you.
That's the safest spot for me. Like I said, especially when I'm out, you know.
Yeah.
I can do tequila, reposado.
I haven't gotten there yet.
The problem is I can drink a lot of tequila.
I don't like the way it tastes. It tastes spoiled to me.
After a couple of sips, your taste buds is gone anyway. Like,
Initial taste for me, it tastes spoiled. So I
the reposado?
Just tequila, period.
Try reposado. The Blanco is, I can't do Blanco. Reposado or Añejo. The reposado is the medium, right? The Añejo is the darkest one. Okay. So it's more kind of like the brown liquor, right?
Right.
And what I learned in Mexico is they're darker because they're in the barrel longer.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's a different taste. I can't do Blanco.
Gotcha.
I can't. But reposado or añejo, I can do.
Okay.
I can do. And I don't have a hangover with them. So now that y'all have heard our conversation about our drink of choice.
There we go. Yes.
Make sure y'all go out there and follow us on social media. I am at Miss Nik at Night on all platforms.
The real P.I.G, Lemonade, TikTok, Instagram.
So we're going to go into the group and follow up on this liquor conversation. But we're going to get into our topic for tonight.
All right.
Last episode, we discussed how now more than ever is the time for couples, to come together. Meaning merging households, merging bills, consolidating. Because everything is high. You know, I have been doing a thing lately, like it's, you know, some things it's like I ordered this like 8 years ago on Amazon. I need another one. Let me go order it again. I paid $65 8 years ago. Today it's $200. Like, whoa. And everything is like that. We were talking about my birthday trip. We're looking at trips to Jamaica. Whereas I normally don't pay no more than $500 for a flight to Jamaica.
What is it, about 15 now?
No, but it's like 8.
Okay.
So it's just like the resorts on fleek.
Well, that's why I was saying 15, the total price.
The total price, yeah. But it's more than $800 for the flight.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the rooms the one where I want to stay is like $3,900 for 2 people.
Mm.
That was never the case in Jamaica. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, well, hell, I might as well go to London. I mean, now I will say this: the flight to London might be $1,500. You know what I mean? But if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I might as well go ahead and make a trip of it. So everything has gone up.
Yeah, at least for the next 3 years, 3.5, 3 and a quarter.
Yeah.
3 and a quarter.
Excuse me, y'all. I told you it's the bronchitis thing. Salaries are not going up.
No, they're not moving. Unfortunately.
Yeah. We are here in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
The housing market,
through the roof.
Rent is ridiculous.
Yeah. Even people now, I have associates and some friends where they're getting stuck up after their first year. So they're getting people in houses, right? And let's say you get the house and your mortgage is $1,800.
Mm-hmm.
After that first year, your mortgage shoots up to $2,800.
Okay. So that could be one of two things. One, if hopefully they do not have an adjustable rate mortgage. The second thing is what I have heard myself and many other homeowners complain about this year.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance has doubled.
Yeah.
So whereas the mortgage piece of it could have been the same, but that insurance plus your taxes, right?
That's what's doing it.
Because the value is going up too. So it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
My mortgage just went up like $400, and I've been in my house 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
My mortgage pretty much stayed consistent for the last 19 years.
Yeah.
It has fluctuated, but not by this much. Now it's like, oh shit. So it's like, wait, what? I had to go look through the paperwork. Now what happened?
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, now is the time. You know, I laugh at my youngest brother because, again, I had bought my house years ago. And so he decided to go get a house. And within a couple of months, he was like, my sister been doing this by herself all this time. Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
It ain't. He's talking about, I see why people move in with each other. Like, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. And that was a couple of years ago. So that wasn't even during this time, right? But now more than ever, it seems like people are scared to come together.
Yeah, because there's a certain level of trust, right? And we've always struggled with this in the Black community, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at a lot of other communities and nationalities per se, right? Especially foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
When they come in and they pack the house out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think we have a problem of looking at each other's. The idea of it sounds good, but once you get in there, now you start counting the other person's pocket.
Yeah.
Like if we came in and we have a game plan that, okay, each person contributes this, and I'm talking outside of relationship. I'm just talking about a community.
Family or just people.
You come in, everybody contributes this, and this takes care of the totality of running the household.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you get that every month, don't worry about what else I'm doing.
That's not your... Whew.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's where the problem comes in.
My neighbor, new neighbor, not new, but within the last, I don't think they've been there, maybe 5 years now, right? Their yard is maybe half the size of mine, but he does construction work.
Right.
When I tell you, first when they bought the house, before they even moved in, he turned that loft area into a bedroom and converted that garage. Then he built a big work shed out there in the back, but he also built like a mini house for his son in the back. And I said, well, shit, Baby, they all up in that house.
Yeah.
And I said, that's how you do it, though.
Yeah.
I done told my son, you want to talk to him about building you a house back in the backyard? We got room back there. It say you a whole lot of money. We can share all these bills.
Right.
But that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Like, what are we doing? We out here. It's so crazy. When my son decided he wanted to look for an apartment, and we looking. Last time I was in an apartment, I was paying $650 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
Guess that now.
Actually, it wasn't even $650. It was $615 for a townhouse.
Yeah.
Right. You go look at that now.
You're
the
not
lowest
finding
I
that.
saw, I think, was $1,300.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, why don't you just stay here and save your money so you can get a house? Well, the lowest house I think we saw was like $285. And that was for like, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he like, Mom, I'm not going to be able to afford that. Like, not right now. And I'm just like, and you're not going to even be happy in that. Because it was like a 2-bedroom townhouse situation. I'm like, yeah, you're going to be tired of that in about 2 years, And
then if you go far out, you'll be okay for a few years. But once they build up that, we're in a space where Texas is growing beyond.
Yes.
I don't even know how the natives are adapting to it. But based on the time we've gotten here, you can see how much it's grown.
Absolutely.
And the further out you go, like people are going towards Forney, towards Anna.
Yeah.
And that's being developed quickly.
And the crazy part is, like, so, I recently went to Louisiana to visit my aunt. And when we passed Forney, I was like, damn, that's far.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing more and more people moving to Forney. So I know several people that live out there, but I just was like, whoa, that's far.
Yeah,
especially if you're talking about going out. No.
Well, and that's where the taxes are going to start to increase, because now you got to bring out the infrastructure to keep those people in. At some point, the city is going to want to keep the money in the city.
Yeah.
So to do that, I got to bring the entertainment piece in. You see what I'm saying? And when you do that, of course, the taxes are going to go up. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
So
I think the other part of it is, though, so you have, when we say people are scared to come together, you have a big group of people who are accustomed to being single, who are accustomed to living on their own.
Right.
And then, Texas is a common law state. So that's something that drives my anxiety up because God, I was taking some real estate classes at one point, and that's when I learned that if I had a common law husband and we broke up, I could not sell my house without his
approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he ain't,
Yeah, but that's why I say when people, and I get looked at strangely for it, but at this age, why not do a prenup?
Absolutely.
Yeah, do a prenup.
Oh, absolutely.
But it scares a lot of people, and they look at you like, why would I do a prenup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a proponent of prenups. I don't care. Like I said, for me, I'm going to get mine anyway, as far as like I'm a hustler, right?
Right.
So I'm going to make sure I'm good anyway. So I don't necessarily have to go in on trying to take something from you. You know what I mean? I just feel like it keep everybody safe. Not to say we are going in expecting this to not work, but just in case. It's just like insurance.
No, it's just, you keep what you keep before we met, and whatever we build after, that's what's at stake.
And I think because, like, again, you have to think about like a situation. I have been in my house for 20 years. That mortgage has come out of my paycheck every month for 20 years. You know what I mean? So for me to meet a man and then he gets to come into my life and a year later take half of that shit.
So let me paint a scenario for you, right? Because I don't think any man wants to just come into your house and stay there forever, right? I'm man. Stress man, right? Okay, so let's say you in there 20 years, let's say you got a 30-year mortgage, right? You sign a prenup.
Paid off.
Right. You sign a prenup. You've done the bulk of the work. So what if the situation was, okay, we come together, I help you pay it off in 3 years versus the 10. and then you keep that house, you rent it out, whatever, because that's your house. I don't want you to lose the house. But maybe we take a brief loan out or whatever we qualify for. If we need to take a brief loan out, we take a brief loan out for the closing.
Okay.
And now we go get a new house.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but that's a plan to come together and building and growing together.
Plan, right?
Right.
And where the man is, quote unquote, kind of taking a risk, I'm trusting that in helping you pay this house off in 3 years versus 10, that we sustain these 3 years.
Right.
We continue to love each other.
Right.
And now you stay with the plan of, because the loan is still on you.
The loan is on me, but this is also now this is a rental property.
Right.
This is income that could help us.
Absolutely. So,
but at the end of the day, it's still my house. So, like you said, you're still taking a risk, because it's still my house,
right?
But as the right thing to do is for, again, that rental property, that income is going to go towards the right thing. Exactly.
Right. And even if it's not even let's say you get, now that it's paid off, the only thing you should be paying on it is taxes, right? Taxes and insurance.
Taxes and insurance.
So let's say your capital on it, right, is maybe 1,000, right? Go ahead, babe, pocket 500. 500 comes towards this house. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, again, I don't want the profit of what you know what I'm saying?
And again, the prenup in this situation has nothing to do with what's going on right now, right?
Right.
We're doing the right thing to do. The prenup is only there in case this don't work.
If it don't work,
you can't take my asset
from me. You still got that
me.
house. We'll fight about the new house.
Exactly.
That's what the prenup does. So I think a lot of people really. So this is where we talk about uncomfortable conversations, and this is also where we, you gotta be able to bring other people inside your life: financial advisors, lawyers, counselors, things of that nature, to be able to let you know whether you do have a solid plan or if your plan is bullshit. And this shit
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's about having that conversation and believing that a person is trustworthy enough for you to run down that road with.
Yeah.
I think some of the leeriness and where you may have to stay in a spot longer than normal, because I don't own a home, right? So if I get with a woman and she owns a home, that would be my game plan. To help her pay that existing home off faster so we can get the hell out of there and go get our own home.
Why you got to get out of there? Why y'all can't live in that house?
Oh,
man, Jesus. Why y'all can't live in that house?
Because
ain't nothing wrong with that house.
Yeah,
why y'all can't live there?
Going back to the beginning, it's a prenup. That's your house.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but some of y'all be acting funny with y'all shit. Don't you start, Nick. Don't you start. The minute I start talking about, okay, let's say, how many bedrooms is your house?
3.
All right, so you got your room, you got an office, you probably still got your son's old room.
That became a closet. It's a guest room.
Okay, so shit, where my space at? You see what I'm saying? I can't even turn one of these rooms into a man cave. Your patio is already done. Like the most I've seen. The
garage.
You got to park the cars there.
A portion of the garage.
Stop it. So now I'm going to have a man cave that looks like a damn hallway. All I can have in that is a futon and a damn 32-inch on the wall.
Okay, but if y'all coming together, there's a loft area. Boom. The loft area can become the man cave. There's a loft area. We can either work with that or there's room around. There's room. And if y'all want to make it work, y'all can make it work. Now, if it's just not enough space, and that's slightly my dilemma because I have. Like literally my son's room is now, it's where my shoes at, my work clothes over there. it's just,
Okay.
and you know, I got my t-shirt business.
Right.
So my office is full
So
of
where's the room
t-shirts
at
and
for
all that
him?
shit.
If he were to choose to
We
move with
probably
you,
would have to.
you're gonna have to.
And that scares me because I like my space.
No, but you hopefully the plan
I've
is to get
made
a
my
house where you have
space.
more space. The flip side of that is now at this age you're going into something. You really need to be finding something that you could pay off in 15 years
Yeah.
versus 30.
This shit is
Because nobody, I'm not working for another 30 years.
Ooh, child. Listen, I started to text you this morning when I was driving to work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we need to talk about finding a way, because, baby, this ain't working.
It's so many windows that have come and gone that we kind of missed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had the entrepreneurial window during COVID, and a lot of things that we want to get into right now. We haven't really targeted and gained our audience.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make our audience loyal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a brief window of doing that. Now you can always go back and redo it, but you got to redefine yourself. You got to redefine your product.
Mm-hmm.
You got to test market. It's all of this other shit that you got to do.
Yeah.
When you kind of had it, right?
Yeah.
So when you do that, and then you also have to worry about the information and what you do, and because we're confident people and we hustle, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't mind sharing information, right? So now you share the information, and that may develop a copycat.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You with your business, from what I know, you started T-shirt, but now you spun off to other things, right? So now with you need to go back and grab that audience.
Yeah.
Remarket. But with some of that, right, it becomes a thing that we don't capitalize on the marketing piece of it.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
But it's also, social media is a gift and a curse.
It is.
It's definitely a gift, but it's oversaturated, right? And so it's one of those things, because now you have the algorithms. So if you're not posting constantly, people don't even see your shit, right?
Yeah.
So it is something that, and when you're working and trying to, because I have been researching and reading, and it's almost, that shit in itself is like a full-time job.
No, it is. But that's where, and you know it because you've done it. There's a pivotal moment when you have to decide, do you want to keep feeding corporate, or are you now going to invest in yourself? So I had a conversation with somebody at work today, and they came and said, "Hey man, you about to go into management?" I said, "I ain't applied for nothing."
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I said, "Did somebody tell you something that didn't talk to me?" He's like, "All right, maybe I'm off." I said, "Well, they window is closing."
Yeah. Yeah.
What you mean they window is closing?
Yeah.
I said, "I got other shit that is starting to bubble right now."
Yeah.
So
yeah. And and that was one of the things that I mean, again, 50, I know that they told me 40 brought about a difference, and I felt it. 50 brings about a whole new, and it's just like, when I tell you it's not necessarily my patience. It's just like, I don't want to. I don't want to.
It's that, and it's really about, if you've made it this far, right? Congratulations, because we've lost a lot of people along the way.
Absolutely.
Through violence and natural causes. So if you made it this far, congratulations.
Absolutely.
At this age now, it's about finding all the things that you love to do.
Yeah.
And hopefully most of those things will afford you the luxury to have a secondary income that could probably, hopefully, depending on how much you put into it, turns into a primary source of income.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you gotta, that shit is work.
It's definitely
You gotta understand
work.
that it's work, and are you willing to put into it?
I'm gonna tell this story. When I started doing t-shirts, I started doing t-shirts when my son left for the Navy. Now, I used to own a beauty salon, and I started off doing nails, moved to Texas, bought a beauty salon. Bought it in the wrong neighborhood, right? And so there were a lot of people that would not support me simply because they didn't want to support me. They loved the product, but I'll be damned if they're going to put some money in my pocket, right?
Right.
So I always said after that salon, I said, my next business venture is going to be something where I am behind the scenes. They're not going to know it's me. It's going to be a product. You like the product, you buy the product, right? So son leaves for the Navy. I'm looking for Navy mom t-shirts. I don't see nothing I like, nothing, right? So then it was like, hey, what does it take to make my own t-shirt, right? So then I started looking into that, and it was like, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
So I started off with wanting to do military family, right? Navy mom, Navy dad, military, Army wife. That's what I started off wanting to do. And it branched out. But once I started posting my material, my products, I tried to do it incognito. Tried to do it behind the scene. But like I said, the internet is oversaturated with fake shit, right? So nobody was biting. But now, once people start realizing, oh, that's you? Oh, let me order this. So now it's the reverse. At the salon, people wasn't coming to shop. And I wasn't even working in the salon. So it's not like you not spending with me. You don't like my product. You just don't want to put money in my pocket.
Right.
But now with the t-shirts, they didn't start shopping until they knew it was me.
Yeah.
So I say that to say that there is no one size fit all.
No.
Right? There's no one size fit all to this entrepreneurial journey. You have to test the market. You have to try this. You have to try that. You have to see what works, what doesn't work. You know what I mean? But it comes with trial and error.
Yeah.
And once everybody found out it was me, boom, I got all these orders going on, and I'm busy, right? I'm busy. And so, again, but you got to take that first step. I have so many friends that's scared to take that first step. You got to take that, stop second guessing yourself. Because guess what?
And you're going to be uncomfortable.
You're going to be uncomfortable. And there are going to be pitfalls, right? You are going to have customers that just ain't going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do, how many hoops you jump through, you're going to have to. Yeah. But if you have a quality product, you stand on your shit, and everybody ain't going to be satisfied. But you can't let that stop you either or deter you. You're not going to be able to appease everybody, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you got to keep it moving. Government is on the shutdown right now. One of my friends is furloughed, but she still got to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the case for a lot of them.
It's the case for a lot of them. And then some of them just aren't working, right? My son was in the Navy. The last time, and it wasn't a long shutdown, but they were in the shutdown.
Maybe like a week or something?
I can't remember.
Okay.
But thank God, Navy Federal continued to pay them. So I'm thinking, okay, my son, early 20s, he ain't really got no bills. I can help him with his bills during this time.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about the families, right? There are some husbands that are out on deployment, and my son was on deployment at the time. So there are some families, the husband is out on deployment, the wife is at home with the kids, and they not going to get a check. Yeah. They can't pay the bills. She can't feed the kids. You know what I mean? So I bring this up to say this is why a hustle is important. Yeah. Some type of side job, something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's just one income ain't gonna get it.
It's not, and we're at a space now where you have to be able to know how to dial in the technology, right? And then carve out time for you to educate yourself on what it is you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank God for YouTube. I will say that, because when it came to me starting to do t-shirts, as I was trying to learn that, I did have a friend who had a cousin who did t-shirts, and he connected us, and the guy told me everything I need to buy, everything I need to do. He told me as much as he could.
Yeah.
And then YouTube did the rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think, like I said, social media is a gift and a curse, because, baby, you can go on YouTube and you can learn.
Social media is not the gift or the curse. The user is. It's
That's
the user.
true.
That's the same thing with these damn phones. No, seriously.
What do you mean with the phone?
Because it's called a smartphone.
Okay.
The user's dumb as hell.
Go to Facebook and ask a question when you got Google right there. The same phone you typed that question on Facebook, you could have typed it in Google.
The user's dumb. Dumb as hell.
Yeah.
You got a computer in your hand that is automatically connected to the World Wide Web.
Yep.
Your ass want to watch fights.
Yep.
Your ass want to watch rap battles.
Yep.
That's fine. That's your thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You want to watch puppies.
Yep.
You want to watch cats.
Yep.
But the shit also will tell you how to redesign your kitchen, how to change a goddamn shower head. It will tell you everything. Shit, I learned how to change my brakes.
Let me tell you about my old school self. And I used to get so mad at my son. Well, because I would be like, Google it. And he'd be like, I'm just going to look on YouTube. And I'm like, stop being so damn lazy and go Google it and read it. Then after I said, oh, this is actually kind of nice. I understand. You ain't got to do all that read. Yeah. They telling you and they're showing you.
Step by step.
Step by step.
And you can pause that motherfucker. You can rewind it. You can look at it again. And they'll do it for any make, model, whatever you got.
And I have just recently learned, like 2 days ago, that ChatGPT will tell you every damn thing too.
You got to know how to talk to it. You got to know how to talk to it.
It done gave me a play-by-play on what I need to do. Thank you.
You got to know how to talk to it.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. You got to know how to talk to it. Because it's smart, but it's dumb too.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if you ask a dumb question, you're going to get a dumb answer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm minimalizing it.
Yeah, but
if you don't ask it to be
specifically
detailed.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it was like, do you want me to tell you how to do it? I said, yes. And it gave me a play-by-play. Do this, do that, do that.
Right.
Oh, thank you. And I did.
And we'll have more of a conversation off mic, but on a lower scale, I found that if you hype it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that joint will get busy for you.
Well, I love it, but it's you have to, like you say, you have to know how to work it.
You know what? I'll go ahead and put a little bit of it out there.
Okay.
You have an idea. Just tell it you want it to be the business manager with this idea.
Okay.
And help me become successful the best way and market this idea. That motherfucker will give you a blueprint beyond belief.
See what I'm talking about?
Beyond belief. And as soon as you stop implementing those things, through the roof.
Yeah.
Through the roof.
Yeah. And so I think that's a big part of the problem too, is the lack of discipline. Because it requires discipline.
And you got to talk to it.
It requires discipline. It requires you to learn, right? To do the research, learn, and then work the plan.
And stop being cheap with yourself.
Stop being cheap.
Because you'll go out and you'll party, you'll go out, you'll buy this dress, these shoes.
But you won't invest.
But you won't pay for a $20 goddamn subscription every month for something to benefit your life. Stop being cheap with yourself.
You know, the other thing that I've learned to start doing, which I've always used my commute time to, if I'm not listening to sermons, listening to something. But here lately, with me expanding my business and learning shit, I'm on YouTube and I'm listening to this shit while I'm sitting in this car for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm making,
find ways to be productive.
Exactly. I'm making the best out of this hour that I'm just sitting here. let me go ahead and, okay. And I'm learning all kind of stuff.
You got to find ways to be productive.
Yeah. At some point, what's retirement age now? I think they said Medicare kick in at what, 66?
Who's counting on that?
Well, so I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she was talking about how, although she has met the age requirement at work and the years requirement.
Time and title?
Yes.
Okay.
But she can't retire because she's not Medicare. She's not eligible for Medicare yet. So she's waiting for that, and then once she can do that, then she's out.
Okay.
And I'm just like, how many more years I got? I don't know. Jesus, I don't know. I gotta get me a get rich quick plan. I gotta come up with one. ChatGPT, tell me how to get rich quick.
67 to 70.
67?
67 to 70 is the age.
Okay.
ChatGPT ain't gonna tell you how to become rich quick. It's gonna ask you what do you want to do to become rich quick?
Tell me how to where I can do this job at home. That's okay. I got a plan. I have been very blessed.
Mm-hmm.
God is good. My father is a true entrepreneur. Like, he's an inventor, all that shit. And he's my mentor.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we talk, like, even when we just talking about, we literally be trying to talk about regular shit. It always come back to business, right? It always come back to, because that's how his brain work. That's how my brain work, right? So that is just something that that's in me, and I get it naturally. And I'm always trying to work this plan.
That's been my problem recently in dating.
Okay.
So when you talk about value, right?
Yeah.
Like on the last episode, if I'm talking to a woman and it sounds like she has an idea that I think I see could work.
Okay.
I get frustrated if she's
not trying to.
Mm-hmm. She's not really trying to mash the gas on it.
Yeah.
And when it's brought up, you want to pivot and change the topic. It's like, oh, you just be talking about shit.
And a lot of people do. Yeah. I've learned that. I've learned a lot get degrees just to say they have the degree.
Yeah.
Have no plans on utilizing this degree to move forward in life. You just want to say, oh yeah, I got my master's degree. Okay, well, now granted, technically I'm not working in my field. My master's is in finance.
Right.
I work in IT. However, I am in financial operations. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I had a plan, right? I had a plan, and even with my degree plan, and I'm going to use that to get into the healthcare industry. You know what I mean? Right. So there was always a plan. But there are some that have absolutely no plan. They just want to say that they have these credentials, and they're not even trying to do anything with it.
And sometimes even the ones who have the credentials and get into their field hate the field that they in.
Oh, yeah. That's the beauty of maturity. And I say this, and that's another topic. I say this when it comes to marriage, and I believe in the same thing when it comes to your degree. Because when we go to school at 18, what we think we want to do may not be what we want to do. Yeah. But you've invested all of this time and money, so now you stick with it and you hate it. You know what I mean? Thankfully, I went back to college in my later years. Yeah. So at that point, although when I first went, I went for computer programming. So I still kind of knew, and I would have been happy with that. But thankfully, I was able to utilize my work experience, because that's another big part of it. You can have a degree and no work experience in the field, and guess what? You're not going to get a job in that field, because
they look at the experience. I mean, because a lot of the, I know what the company I work for, they're funny because they ask for either a bachelor's degree or 4 years work experience. So you're telling me my 4 years work experience is the same as a bachelor's degree? And I'm one over here.
But even if you have the degree, if you don't have that work experience, guess what?
No, I get what you're saying. But I'm one that I went to college. I didn't get a degree. But I like learning things on my own time,
Yeah.
my own pace. And again, going back to technology, there's so much shit out here, and you can just grab certificates here and there.
Oh my God. Coursera and Data Camp, I think is the other one I have been using. And there was another one my son told me about. Baby, you go over there and find all kind of certificates for different, you know what I mean?
Especially in the computer world, IT world.
Exactly. So yeah, that was, like I said, as I got older, I learned, okay, this is my work experience. Let me tailor my degree to go with this work experience. Because the other part is, if you have the degree can be in social working.
Yeah.
But you have the experience in IT. You will get the job in IT because you have the experience plus that degree. We don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now,
like,
that's
you have a degree.
That's what I've learned about corporate America.
Yeah.
Shit, they play so many games.
Yes, they do.
They'll just want you to be in school. Like, I've had opportunities where it's like, okay, you didn't go to school, but I need you. I'll give you this job, but I need you to enroll in school.
Yes.
So
I've heard, I want to promote you, but I can't because you don't have the degree. You know what I mean? Like, but she been doing this job for 20 years, but she doesn't have a degree, so you can't promote her.
I've enrolled in DCCD, I think is what they call it.
Yeah,
3 times just to get the promotion.
Just to... I'm in school.
Took classes here and there. I never finished the fucking course, but just to
I'm
at that time for HR to check the box and be able to reach out and see that I was actually enrolled.
Exactly.
To land the promotion.
Exactly.
I've done that like 3
times. Exactly.
Because that's what was being told at the time. Just go enroll. You got the job. I just need you to enroll and check a box. You don't got to finish. And that's not the case with all corporations. I'm just saying for some of the corporations that I work. And the other piece of that is people got to like you.
You have to be likable. And that's the sad part about it, though, because I've seen so many people get positions that they do not qualify for. But everybody likes them, so they got it. But that, again, that's why you have to, I don't know, I am a proponent for education, and I am a proponent for having a side hustle.
Yeah.
Because, you just have to. And I have had to, like I said, I did nails. I went to school to do nails. Maybe at 19, I might have been 19.
Yeah.
But when I tell you nails have helped pay bills at times where I've gotten laid off or money is tight, nails have paid the bills. You know what I mean? So I've always had some type of side hustle that I can do to give me a couple of extra dollars when I need to. And I'm just a proponent of that. You have to have, again, I have that entrepreneurial mindset anyway, but I just, you have to, I mean, I was a single parent, you know what I mean? So these bills these salaries don't always match up with the economy.
Right. And sometimes you're stuck in it.
Yeah. So it's about that time for us to get on out of here.
It is, and we pivoted a lot. We covered a lot.
We pivoted a lot. Yes, we did. We did. And it's funny how we ended up here because I literally this morning was like, we probably need to kind of talk about that a little bit because it's necessary. It's especially right now, it's necessary. So thank y'all for tuning in with us. Again, make sure y'all go out there and like us on social media. I am at Miss Nik at Night on all social platforms.
The real P.I.G. Lemonade, TikTok, Instagram.
Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Until next time, love you. Bye.
Peace.